Hello, how are you today? Well, I'm bringing to you a DIY tutorial video on how to make one of these. This one is especially just for me. It's Imagine, let that focus. Imagine. It's a really nice quartz gemstone bracelet here. So what I'm gonna do is show you now how to make it your own. So I love Fire Mountain gems, and this is where I got both of these charms from. This one is Imagine, this one is Hope. Imagine is especially for me, but Hope will be for sale. So Fire Mountain gems, I love them. I get a lot of my things from there. They have awesome prices. Some things are really expensive, other things are not. These here are some of my other beads. There are multiple sizes, multiple shapes in here, as you can see. Okay, so here's my strand, and this was a really long strand here because I did this first bracelet with just this amount of beads here with this strand. So usually they give you strands that are like 15 to 16 inches. This one I made for my husband. It's really nice. These are some different kind of beads. These are like those rubber ones. It's really cool. So anyway, here's Hope. Here are my beads. I have my tool. I love this tool because it has the wire cutter here in the middle. Has a wire cutter there in the middle, and then it has the round nose pliers here. I use this a lot when I'm making earrings or bracelets. So I am using today the clear stretch cord. It is 50 feet. It is 0.8 millimeters. A lot of them usually have 1 millimeter. But I like this 0.8. It's really good. It's nice and thick and hefty. Works really well. So how I measure out my string for my wrist is I usually wrap it around like the bigger part of my hand, and then I cut that off. I'm going to start by taking this out of here. So I have my Hope. See. So now I'm going to take the end of my string here, the end of my string. I have my Hope held up this way. I'm going to put my string in here, stretch it a little bit, and then I'm going to tie it. And I'm going to tie it 4 times. Okay, I've tied it 3 times. Here's my last one. Tied it really good, pull it tight. Now this little end here, don't worry about that. I'll show you how to feed it back in between your beads there. So now we're ready to string our beads on. So what I do, if I'm not adding any extra, design to it, this one's a pretty simple one. Take my beads, start stringing it right on, just like that. You can see the whole of this bead here. And it fits right onto the string. And I'm not changing up this pattern at all. I'm gonna string it right onto here. So see how it's starting to look? We have our Hope here, how it's starting to look. And so now I have 3. Now I'm going to add one of my focal beads on, because that's the design that I'm doing. So not the tiny one, but this medium one here. So I'm going to just string that on, and then I'm going. And we are back. So these are my beads that I have left. These are the beads I have left. You might notice the lighting a little bit different. I switched cameras and waited until the next day. I think this is a lot better. So here's my charm. Here are my beads. I'm now going to check my size. So I'm going to wrap it around my wrist here. Oh, that's so beautiful. And now, you might want to sometimes ask my husband to help me. But, so I see that I have a little bit more to go. But I'm at that mark to do this part here. The last 3 beads with that gold bead. So now, just to be on the safe side, sometimes I go ahead and add 1 more bead. So I'm going to add 1 more bead on here. And now I'm going to add my gold accent bead here. My last 3 beads to close it off, to finish it. I don't know why I didn't start this video like this in the beginning. Oh, trust and believe the next video will be done with this camera. So now, we have this here done. And remember, I'm going to show you how to do this part to get rid of that. Now, I'm going to take the end of my string and feed it through here and pull it all the way around. Now, at this point, you can check by holding it here, fold that over, and I can see how this is. And I'm going to stick my hand through here, and I see how that's going to fit. It's enough breathing room. It's enough room. It should fit other sizes. This one will be for sale. Hope. So now I'm going to pull that a little tight. Remember, I'm going to stretch this string. So now I'm going to tie my knot the 4 times, the same way we did on the other side. And on this side, so I have that, and the first one I actually like to pull it all the way tight to make sure that that's going to fit, and then stretch this string on that end. So I'm pulling it, so that's 2 knots. Here's our third. Sometimes 3 is okay. I like to do 4 just to be sure, because, you know. Okay, so now that's tied, and now you have your bracelet. So now I have this extra string, and I wish that I could make another bracelet with that, but it's not enough. So here's my tool again. I'm going to cut this off, and I leave a little bit on there because we are going to feed this small piece here back into the bead. So this is how you hide your string. Uh-oh, is that coming loose there? So you want to pull that tight, make sure that's tight. It's also good to leave a little there so you can make sure your things are tight. So now with this little piece, I'm going to feed, I'm holding it here at the knot, and I'm going to take this and feed it back through that hole. See how it's coming out there on the other side? So you got to catch it. You have to have patience for certain parts like this. So there it is on the other side. I'm going to grab it, pull it through, make sure that knot stays tight. Now I have a little bit here. I usually like to tie it and take this string through 2 beads. So I'm stretching this here, pulling that, take it through that other hole. Use my nail to kind of press that down, and there we go. Look at that. So that's upside down. We'll turn it around. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, all I'm going to do is the same thing on this other side. And then my bracelet will be banging and ready to wear. But remember, I got my Imagine bracelet, but you can make so many different ones of these to rock and to wear. They're so beautiful. They're easy to put on. And I'm done. Check that out. Chickity check. Toss that on right there. Here's my Imagine. Toss that on right there. Check me out. Beautiful. I have the most. Let's do this so that the camera can see them beautifully. Let's do this like this. Alright. Alright. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. This is beautiful. Do I really want to sell this, or do I want to keep it? Alright, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and make sure you hit the little belly thingy so that you get notifications when we have new videos.